Hi, this is Jason here for Ruud-heatpumps.com in Las Vegas, Nevada on December 4th, 2009. This is my 20-foot round above ground pool with about 9,000 gallons of water. It's currently about midnight. We have a temperature outside of about 32 degrees with 21% humidity. I'm running my new Ruud heat pump. This is a 115,000 BTU model with a heat and cool feature, which has the power defrost built in so that I can run down to lower temperatures outside. This is currently running. I put these little red ribbons on the top so that you can easily see that the unit is on and running and blowing air out of the top. I've got my Fluke infrared thermometer right here, laser thermometer, and I want to show everybody some pretty neat temperatures that's happening right now. First of all, these boards covering everything are just to protect my camera, lights that I have down here on the heater, and also all of my external thermometers that I installed. So check out first, see what we've got going here for temperatures. This is pretty incredible. We've got 83.7 degree water going in, that's the real pool temperature, going out at 86.9. So we have a difference of 3.2 degrees that's actually going into the outgoing water pipe. The air temperature, look at this, 32.2 going in, coming out at 26.6. And the heater is in heating mode, currently heating my pool, and doing a good job. It's actually come up a few degrees in the last couple hours. It was 81 degrees a couple hours ago. This is, like I said, this is a Ruud model heat pump, and one nice benefit of this brand, AHRI certified. This is guaranteed by an outside laboratory to be verified for the ratings advertised on their website for efficiency and standards and BTU output, and this heater is definitely as good as it's advertised. It is working fantastically. I've never had a heat pump in my backyard that was sucking in 32 degree air like this and doing this good of a job to heat the pool. Not only holding it steady, but raising the water temperature. You can see the above ground pool, I've got it covered here to protect it so that we're not losing a whole lot of heat. If I take this cover off, you can actually see a whole bunch of steam will start to rise. Look at that. It's pretty neat. If you didn't have this blanket on, would not be able to keep the pool as warm because it'd be losing way too much heat this time of night when it's this cold outside. So what I want to show everybody now is pretty interesting with one of these laser thermometers to read the temperature. Now this doesn't read the temperature of the air. This is reading the temperature of the surface that laser beam is touching. So you can see the wall of the heater is 28, 29 degrees. If we come over here and hit it right in the evaporator coil, you can see I've got the laser shot right in there. The actual evaporator coil changes in temperature between where you hit it to, seems like it's mostly around 19, 18 degrees. If I hit the metal wall of the heater, it's 25. If I go in here and hit the evaporator coil, it's about 19. So that's actually the surface temperature of the evaporator coil, which is pretty neat. If you come over here and look at the pool, the top of the blanket is 68 degrees. The actual water, if I come over here, this is reading the water temperature at 77, 75. It's not perfect for reading water temperature. The water really is about 83 or 84 right now. But when it hits the water, it refracts off and the signal goes down into the bottom of the pool, so it doesn't read it perfectly. But it's pretty neat to see the PVC pipes right here is actually 69, basically 70 degrees. That's the water temperature going back into the pool. Well, the water temperature is actually 87, as you saw on the thermometers, but the outside of the PVC pipe is 70. So measuring the outside of the PVC pipe is never an accurate way to tell how hot your water is coming out of your heater, but it does give you an indication of whether or not you're heating or doing anything, because this pipe right here on the bottom, this is the ingoing water, and you can see the outside of the pipe is right around 67, 68. If we go to the outgoing, we go straight up about 3 degrees, which is about how much water, the water's about 3 degrees hotter coming out, so that's a pretty accurate measurement to see that it is actually heating the water by about 3.5 degrees. It's interesting to see the ground temperature too, 33, as you go along 34, and this is pretty neat. The side of the pool, 73 degrees. As you come up, you can see the side of this pool That gives you an idea of how much heat an above ground pool loses when it's cold outside. It's really amazing. The side of this pool is very warm compared to how freezing cold my hands are right now. And you just lose heat like crazy. So when you have an in-ground pool, you don't really lose heat this fast. These heaters work a lot better on a good size in-ground pool. At least they'll do better when it's really cold than an above ground. And above ground, you want to make sure you get a good size heater if you're going to have a decent size above ground pool, because you will lose heat a lot faster. So that's the system, and that's how everything's working. It's working fantastic. If you have any questions, please contact us at poolheatpumps.com. We appreciate you watching our video with the new Ruud 115,000 BTU heat and cool heat pump. And this does prove how well these work. Actual heat pumps work in the desert and in the West Coast, where a lot of people only believe you can have a gas heater and nothing else. Well, this is proof. I'm only using 5.5 kilowatts of electricity right now, which at 12 cents a kilowatt, I'm only spending about 65 cents an hour to run this heat pump and keep my pool 84 degrees, 83 degrees approximately, when it's freezing outside, literally. And in Las Vegas, you can heat your pool year-round like this, and it does just fine. Most of the time, we're not quite this cold at night. We're usually in the 40s or mid-40s, and the heat pump doesn't have to run that hard at all. But when it's down in the low 30s like this, it runs quite a bit, but it does a good job. If you had a different kind of heat pump, not a good brand like this, and not a heat and cool model with power defrost as this model is, then your heat pump would shut off when the air temperature is down in the low 50s or upper 40s, whereas this model goes all the way down into the mid to low 30s, as you can see. So an excellent choice. The proof is in how well it's working. If you have any questions, please contact us. My name's Jason, and thank you for watching our videos.